Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Mike, check, check, Mike 42.
Alert! Watch the slant!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch it, watch it!
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Allen off the play fake. Airing it out deep for Smith. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Point after try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Hey, here we go.
Go on, Mike.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Fox. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a handoff to Swift. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Fox. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. All of them, they all want to be number 1.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills! Jeff Smith, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Off the bootleg, Fox. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, here comes Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Mike 42.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen looking here for Smith downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 42, Mike. Alert, alert, alert. You don't want none. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
You better be afraid of me. Mike,
On 1st down, Fox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fox. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check.
From the gun, Fox. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it.
Ready? Mike 9. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 9. Mike.
A final shot before break. Fox. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is... And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fox. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
We got 4. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Allen.
He's not going to get me.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Mike's 4-2. 19. Let's go. Kill. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
56.
Check. Hot.
Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Mike 42.
On first down, Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now here's a throw that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fox. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Fox. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
His defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. To throw on 3rd down, Fox. To his running back, Swift, on the slant. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. 42's the mic, boys. 42.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler.
Push him back.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I got it. Hey. Alert. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Watch 18, watch 18.
Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And look at this, it's a fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a from a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21-all as they take over 1st and 10. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big gain there for the Bills. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fox. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd down, Fox. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Back to throw. Fox. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Now Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Double up, double up.
Pass 85, pass 85.
51 to Mike.
Alert.
51 to Mike. 65, 65. 65. Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31.
Here's Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Now a give running left is Eckler. Now room for Eckler, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Allen now looks to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
51's the Mike, 51's the Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 51 to Mike. 50.
Hey, tight.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 25.
to the air. Allen airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fox, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.